NTA has announced its dates, and the first attempt of ITG mains is going to happen from 24 January to 31st January. Now this has sprouted different kind of responses from different kind of students. There are few students who are thinking that I'm already struggling at the level of boards, there are pre-boards going on, probably I should focus on the next one. While there are students who are now jumping onto the opportunity that they are in the next 37-38 days to focus. And if I'm really able to focus in this 37 to 38 days, I'm going to get a really good result. So here I'm going to tell you what three kinds of things you should think about at this point of time. The first is how to process this response. So definitely it is a surprise for everybody that they are conducting exam in such a short duration. But the thing that you should think about at this point of time is there is one dimension of intelligence that was unexplored by everybody till this point of time. And that dimension is the dimension of urgency. What do I mean by that? So now let us say that I have an exam tomorrow. So the kind of preparation that I am going to do today, the level of intensity that I am going to have in my desire and my preparation, that is not going to happen if I have exam 5 or 6 months ahead. And that is the reason the amount of outcome that we are able to generate in last few days before the exam is much more than the kind of outcome we are able to generate in 6 months or 1 year before the exam. So definitely this 37 days that we have is going to have that kind of impact on your studies that probably 37 weeks before that didn't have. Because now you have a goal in front of you, you are not going to get distracted, you have a limited amount of time which you have to make the best out of it. The second dimension is how to plan for this new situation that has arrived in front of us. So what I will tell you for this is basically you can divide your syllabus into 3 parts. Everybody has certain parts of their syllabus which are well prepared. They think that these are the topics, for example complex number is one of those topics that I'm very comfortable with. You start with those topics. Then there are second part of your syllabus which are moderately prepared, like you require some kind of brushing up, some kind of practice, etc. And then there is third part of your syllabus that you think is not very well done. So my advice would be to start with the part of syllabus that you are most confident in. The reason is that if you take up those areas now in which you are not very confident in, you are going to lose your confidence. And very important thing at this point of time is to do things that motivate you, that inspire you, and that maintain your confidence in the long run. So you start with those areas and now briefly revise them through your short notes and start solving previous year questions of the areas that you are already comfortable in. Once you have mastered these areas, now move on to moderate areas and then move on to those areas which require a lot of preparation. If you move in a very systematic manner and utilize at least 10 to 12 hours in a day, chances are that you are going to be well prepared in the next 37 days. The next point regarding this whole situation would be what is the response of PRAGB in this direction. So what PRAGB is trying to do is basically we have come up with an intensive preparation program for the next 37 days. In this intensive preparation program, we have made a list of topics which are most important and highly scoring for JEE exam. We are going to take up those topics and there are going to be 9 hours of contact intensive sessions throughout this 37 days without taking any break. Our idea would be to have 3 hours of session of physics, 3 hours session of chemistry and 3 hours of session of mathematics on a daily basis, in which the faculties are going to sit with the students, first give them a brief of the topic and after that make them solve problems for the next 2 or 3 hours. In this way, putting a very high intensive effort where the students are only given 3 to 4 minutes to solve a question, even 2 minutes to solve a question, and then told the method how to solve the question in 2 to 3 minutes is going to generate a lot of energy and synergy in the next 37 days to get a very good result for PRAGB. So in my view, if you can design your curriculum in such a manner that you have all of these 3 dimensions taken care of, the first one is what should be your psychology towards the exam, second is what you are planning for that, and third, what are the action points that you have planned in order to reach your plan or accomplish your goal. This would be a highly productive strategy to use your 37 days in the best possible manner.